Okay, so you've done your other 3 S's. You've planned to study, you've put away your distractions, you've surrounded yourself with helpful, steady vibes and people. Now you're really ready to put in the work and really get ready for your exam and study. So what are you going to do? Well, now you are ready for the 4th and most powerful S, the self-test. The self-test is the most important part of putting all this information together so that you can do well on an exam in class. Self-testing is the most powerful and most important tool because it forces you to recall information in a way that's similar to your exams. You can't do well on a test without first testing yourself once and then over and over and over again. But how are you going to do this? We have 4 tools that'll help you make the most of your self-testing time. The first is flashcards. Also, you can use Quizlets. Why are these so great? Well, because it forces you to recall information that your instructor has emphasized in your test. And you've probably used these before. But you might not realize that research has shown us that you have to go through a flashcard 9 times in separate study times in order to really learn and make sure that you remember that information. So, don't put that card away. Make sure that it goes back in your deck. Make sure that you've tested yourself multiple times to really make sure that you've learned it. Another really powerful tool to use during your 1-hour study sessions is any material your instructor gives you. These can be writing prompts, outlines, learning objectives, practice problems, study guides, anything. Think of these materials as a gift. Maybe not a welcome gift, but a gift nonetheless, because what they're doing is they're showing you what's going to be on the exam, and they're encouraging you to prepare yourself for those types of questions. So use those materials, bring them to your study group, go through them together, and make sure that you understand everything in the handouts provided. One of the most important parts of self-testing is self-explanation. How well do you understand the concepts that are in your notes, in your flashcards, and in your study materials? Well, when you're going through the notes that you wrote, ask yourself questions. Take a minute, pause, and say, could I explain this in another way? Could I define this term in a way that makes sense to me? Could I give an example? Asking yourself the questions identifies your gaps earlier so that you don't have them when you take the exam. When you're studying for exams, using self-testing in your study group is a really effective strategy because you can help each other answer questions that came up in your studying. You can answer those questions and learn the material better yourself. You can brainstorm questions that you might see on the exam that you maybe saw in class and think, hey, how might the instructor ask me this again slightly differently on the exam? Practice answering the question together so that you all understand it better and can prepare for the exam. Listening to a variety of explanations is really helpful because it helps you understand the material better. And when you can understand and explain the material and make sense of it in your head, that's when you really know that you're ready to do well on an exam. Thanks for watching and happy studying.